Oh, yeah! Ha 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 ha. What awaits us next week better not be despair. If it's despair, I'm gonna be pissed off because this chapter was more than awesome. It is confirmed it is Escanor who was that barkeeper. Well, I know you all gonna say, duh, are you stupid? Actually, yes, I am stupid, but I also suspected it was Escanor. Mind you, I just thought we will be trolled. And by the by, I always prefer when someone confirms it. Heck, I'm not even convinced the one-eyed king is Eto. Even though all the evidence seems clear, I'm still not convinced it's her. But I'm not one to review that series. I'm back on Nanatsu no Taizai, chapter 148. First of all, when Escanor thinks they're here to arrest him, but then uh, it is cleared up that all the sins have been freed, uh, and of course Escanor recognizes Ban and hides them in his food storage, but the demons find them quickly. But instead of killing Escanor, at least immediately, they begin to drink booze and partying. Wait, is it just three demons, or could it be that demons actually has a grand taste for alcohol? If you think about it, in almost every scene, well, not every scene, but Meliodas seems to have a very strong love towards alcohol. I mean, he drinks. He has gathered so many around the world, and around the world, around the country, and he loves to drink. Even in partying, he has an excuse to drink. So, and now Galan and even Merashkaila, minds you, drink to their heart's content, saying drinking has come so far in 3,000 years, and even though they're gonna destroy the world, they're gonna spare Escanor. But then suddenly they turn this thing around by realizing that, by saying they immediately know that they are hiding in the shed over there. But then Galan, of course, once again pulls one of his stupid games, and that game is we hit each other who's the one last standing. But he just gives one a bump on the noggin on a weak Escanor and immediately collapses. But instead of entering that door and killing Jericho, Ban, and uh, Elaine, they just decide to keep drinking until morning comes. Oh, this is getting too awesome. And even Bun is freaking out. Well, duh, you saw Escanor's power, right? I should have reviewed the vampire series, but I would not get any views, so I did not do that. But you saw Escanor's power, right? You saw how frightful it was. Of course, Ban is freaking out, saying it's morning already. So, and it's only until now that Galan sees the axe, and not even he can lift the axe. He's saying the head is 3 times heavier than the handle. Note, not even Galan can lift the axe. And also note that Meliodas had higher power level in the vampire series, but even he could not lift it. All he could do is drag it, albeit barely. Note, and not even Galan can. The sacred Trisha, Ritter as it's translated here, not Rita, is actually that heavy. But we all know what happens in morning. Oh yeah, Escanor is turning into his arrogant form. But also, he's saying apparently that the sacred treasure, the holy axe Ritter, was actually named after a young maiden loved by the sun. He's not talking about Merlin, right? Again, I mean, it's not even her name, but he once said something about her being like in the sun. But is this once again connected that Escanor could have inherited the power of the Godness clan? I doubt it, but the way he says, A battle axe named after a young maiden loved by the sun. Uh, it's not something a demon like you lurking in the darkness ever can find. Either way, Escanor is changing into the form, saying, you're either very foolish or terribly unlucky. And you're looking waltzing into my bar, looking to die. And while Galam don't believe he's human, he is saying, oh, I am human. I'm just the pinnacle of my existence. The seven deadly sins, lion sin, Lord Escanor. Ha 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 ha. Oh man! Now it is getting good. But again, next week's chapter is called Galen's Magic Power or something similar to that. Does that mean we're gonna see Galen's magic and he's just gonna wipe the floor with Escanor? I mean, I won't tolerate it if Galen or Maraskyla whips Escanor's ass. I don't care how little his power level is at morning. He has the power of the goddamn sun! If it killed a vampire, it should without no doubt kill a demon, since a demon also can control the power of darkness. But I'm begging you, don't mess this up, creator, and give Galan and Marashkaila ass whooping they deserve. Then again, Escanor going on a rampage, well, that's going to not be so sweet. Give me your thoughts, if you have any, and also on that theory. Could there be that Escanor has inherited the power by a godness clan, or something similar to that? Especially how he talks about how the Holy Axe is named after someone. I'm really hoping we can explain it.